Everybody. All right, well, I want to show you how to change the mood of your melody just by changing the mode. Now, let me keep this really simple, okay? Melodies all have modes, and the mode is depending on what your starting note is. So let's just say here, I'm going to write Twinkle Twinkle Little Star real quick. Half note. Half note. Okay, and then the next part, I gotta add some measures. Go to my measure tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're gonna do a system break there, a system break here. Good. This part goes. So, oh, and then that repeats. So I just hit Control C. Paste it, ba ba ba, and then the whole ending of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is the same as the beginning. So let's see. Okay, this is based in home note C, starting right there. Yeah, that's the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star that we all know. Twinkle, twinkle, moody stars. That's what we're gonna call this. Why? Because we are gonna change the mood by changing the mode. All right. Now I'm gonna add some text here, right in here. Maybe is there such thing as a prompt text? Prompt. Or annotation, we'll do prompt, okay? So so whenever you start on do, in this case, we're just gonna start on the call C do, okay? This is actually a mode called Ionian, okay? Now, I like to call this specifically happily Ionian because it sounds happy. Boo 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 boo. Now, if I wanted to take this whole song, hold on shift, hit up one time. I change the whole melody to start one note higher on the note D. Okay, so when that happens, it's a new mode. So C is happily Ionian. D is what I like to call, well, it is called Dorian, its official name, but I like to call it medieval Dorian because it does have kind of a medieval sound. Listen to it. Different sounding, right? Very different sounding, okay? If I wanted to move my melody up yet again, start it on E, this would be what I call one of my favorite. The actual name is Phrygian, but I like to call it Freaky Phrygian. Let me select all this, okay? Now let's say this was a different song aside from Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And let's say I started that song on Happily Ionian C. And I was like, man, this song seems really happy, and I don't really want it to be happy. I want it to be kind of more freaky. Maybe I want to try to change my melody to start on a home note of E. This is what it sounds like. Wah, ah, 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 ah. Up above the world so high, like a freaky diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And there you have it. That's Freaky Phrygian. Let's move on to the next mode. Starting on the note F, I like to, well, it's technically called Lydian. But what I like to call it is Mystical Lydian. Mystical. Okay, let's do that like this. Mystical Lydian. Because it does sound mystical. Let me just copy. And not copy, select all. Move up one. Make sure that it's starting on the note F, which is the first space. Let's see how it sounds. Ooh.
Unicorns! I know unicorns are real. I know they exist. Unicorns and rainbows.
You get the idea. Very mystical sounding. Okay, next. The note G, if I start my melody on the note G, is what we call Mixolydian. And Mixolydian I like to call, moody Mixolydian. Let's try it. It kind of sounds major, but then if I were to add different notes in there, it would change it. But it mostly sounds major. Almost like Happily Ionian. The one thing that would make it sound different is if I went ba 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 bum 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 instead of going bum like it would normally do in the melody. If I were to just make it be like this, wait for it. Oh gosh, hello. Yeah, that makes it kind of sound different there. Okay, so Mixolydian, very, very close to Happily Ionian, just a different starting note. And you don't have Tito. Tito! You have something called Tato. It's very, very creepy. Or I should say, moody. Okay, moving on. Okay, next I'm going to go to the start note of A. If I can. Okay, I don't know if I can have any more space in here, so I'm going to go over this way. The next one is A, and this is what I like to call aliens in my head Aeolian. Okay? Now, the actual mode is called Aeolian, but I like to call it aliens in my head Aeolian. Let's move it up to start on A. This is a little creepy.
I think I saw a spaceship land in the cornfield.
Not the type of bedtime song you want to be singing to your kids as you go to sleep. That would give you bad dreams. Okay, the last one that we're going to cover right now starts on the note B, and it's called Locrian. So I like to call it Locrian. Loco means crazy in Spanish. So it's very loco. It sounds a little whacked out. Here we go. Move this up one more step to start on note B. This is really funky. And just for fun, I'm gonna make it go faster, like 180. Ha 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 ha. That way it sounds even more local. Will you be my friend? No, dude, that's creepy. Introducing local Locrian. Then if I were to move this up one more, I'm back to the note C, just an octave higher. So we're back to Happily Ionian, but it just sounds higher. Now, how do you put this into practice? Well, let me tell you. Let's say you're composing a melody and it sounds like this. Okay. Let's slow it down for our purposes. Let's go back to 120. So I have this happy melody here, starting on the note C, ending on the note C, okay? Happy melody sounds great, but here's the problem. I don't want to write a happy melody. I want to write something that is sad.
So I was like, which one of these modes would be good? What if I selected all this, moved it down to start on A for Aliens in My Head Alien. 1, 2, like this. Wow, isn't that cool? Now, what if I said, I want it to sound kind of more mystical, kind of wondering. I'm writing a song about a unicorn dancing in the rainbow forest with unicorn things on him. Let's see, I can go start the song on F. Yeah, that's kind of fun, right? Let's say I wanted to make it sound a little medieval sounding, or just a little bit different than what it was. See, now I feel like I'm listening to a song that is like sending me to war or something. Yada da da da, yada da da da. Feel like I'm on a pirate ship or something like that. You know, so you can change melodic ideas that you have around by selecting it, and don't just settle on what you came up with. Like, if I just settled on this, it's nice and everything, but there's so many other colors and moods I can experiment just by hitting Shift, or clicking your first note, hitting Shift, selecting your last note, and using the up and down arrows, and just seeing what it sounds like. What if I started here? Now that's Freaky Phrygian, which means my home note is now the note E. Right? So now I can do what I did in the other video that was talking about giving, adding harmony and texture. I could add another part here. Let's say I did a brass instrument, and I did French horn. And I want this one to be a trumpet, because that goes with the French horn nicely. Okay. Now, if my home note is E here, let's say I was going to do the held note harmony. I want to use the note E, because that's just a good way to start off. E, 1, boom, dun, dun. C, E, and then maybe I can do, this goes up to an A, so maybe I can go up to, well, C is a skip away from A. Now I want to change, just go up to A. Starting on the home note. Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to end on E here again. So again, when you're writing or you're adding textures, you give your sense of you give your piece a sense of homeness just by making sure that whatever instruments you add, that note matches your home note, right? Okay. Right? Okay. So there you go. Now I've changed my Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to Twinkle Twinkle Moody Stars, and it has a very, very different feel to it. Now that is actually not Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars at all. This little last thing I did was a melody I composed, but you get the idea. All right, happy composing, you guys. You rock.